and welcome to a fresh episode of the program, Last Week in Nigeria. My name is Emmanuel Uriowo. Don't forget, what we do on this program is to bring you stories that were reported by national dailies last week in Nigeria. Follow us on all our social media platforms using @LastWeekInNigeria, which is the handle, our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and of course, keep the conversation going. Don't forget to also turn on the notification button so that you get to have our subsequent episodes of the program. I want to appreciate all those that participated in the question and answer, but we are still keeping it open because it appears so many people don't even have the correct answers to that simple questions, despite the fact that you have the opportunity to go Google and search for it. All right, let's begin this way as we report stories that were reported last week in Nigeria. We have this one concerning the Borno State tragedy on the flooding of Maiduguri. Tinubu visits Maiduguri. Tinubu in Maiduguri pledges FG support for flood victim. That's the way the Daily Independent captions it. And of course, since last week we heard that Sheyi Tinubu, the son of Mr. President, also visited Maiduguri to donate a sum of 500 million naira on behalf of himself, his friends and associates for the youth who are going through a hard time as a result of the flooding in Maiduguri. What a wonderful gesture. Daily Times newspaper last week reported FG to create disaster relief funds, says Tinubu, in the wake of the Borno flood. And for the Matrix newspaper, Borno flood, Tinubu visits Maiduguri, pledges FG support for victims. And we had this heartbreaking story last week. 15 children die in fatal Maulud celebration crash. That's a heartbreak from Kaduna tragedy. And that story was also reported by the Daily News Hub newspaper alongside the First News newspaper. The way the Daily News Hub captions it, tragedy, 35 Maulud celebrants die in Kaduna road crash. It's a very sad story there for you. Well, the Blueprint newspaper, we have this one, new price template. Petrol to sell in Borno, 1,019 naira per litre. In Lagos, 950 naira per litre. And where other parts of the southwest were going for 999 naira per litre, less than 1,000 naira. Just a 1 naira to the difference of making it 1,000 naira. But guess what? Some people are still selling it for as much as 1,050 naira, 1,100 naira in some parts of the southwest, as we gathered from our reports. The Punch newspaper, Edo governorship election poll. Petrol crisis threatens election as APC PDP set for showdown. And up to the twilight of the last week, the election was held. It was a rank-of-free election with little or no arrest. But, well, we heard that about 9 people were arrested as suspects for vote buying because vote buying, we're told, characterized the election that was held in Edo State on Saturday last week. And we hope that we get to navigate this particular situation in future elections to come. Vote buying for as much as 20,000 naira were given to people, but unfortunately no arrests were made at the scene of the vote buying acts that we were told about. The PDP and the Labour Party are alleging that the APC are the ones buying votes from 5,000 naira to 10,000, 15,000, up to 20,000 naira for voters. When people sell their conscience like this, you imagine what they should be expecting in the next 4 years. This is not fair. All because we want to survive. People are saying that the economic situation is responsible for the reasons people are collecting money for their votes. But that's not going to take us anywhere. What would 20,000 naira do for you for 4 years? That will be, say, 5,000 naira per year. Come on. Should we still be talking about vote buying in this age? Well, more stories for you as we talk about the Edo governorship election as reported by national dailies last week in Nigeria. Guba, Tinubu didn't sign peace accord. Committee can't force Edo PDP, says Kuka. That's Kuka, a message credited to Kuka by the New Telegraph newspaper, and it was reported last week in Nigeria. Daily Trust newspaper, despite 40 billion naira ecological fund, flood ravages states. And we heard that quite a relief in terms of monetary relief has been sent to affected states by the federal government. Well, the Leadership newspaper, rains worsen states of roads nationwide. That's the way the Leadership newspaper captioned it, as reported last week in Nigeria. Again, Nigeria's inflation rate declines to 32.15%. That's the way the Nigerian News Direct captions it. IPMAN tackles NNPCL over petrol price templates. That was reported by the Nigerian Tribune last week in Nigeria. All right, we pause for the commercial break. When I return, we'll bring you more stories.
Thinking about high quality and long-lasting products? Think May Shop, an online store serving parents and children in Nigeria and globally. Log on to www.mayshop.com to place your orders now.
May Shop Online Store, your #1 online children's store in Nigeria and globally. We offer nationwide delivery. May Shop Online Store, great styles at the best prices for your babies and kids.
For more information about us, you may chat with us on WhatsApp web chat or call us at 0805 551 5736 or 0805 551 5649 and speak to our friendly customer service representatives. Visit our website www.mayshop.com.
Folashade Oluwafemi in an exclusive interview, going for record seems normal to me as that automatically guarantees gold. I need to train more to get another record. Also last week in Nigeria, we heard that our own Anthony Joshua lost his fight in the latest fight that he had with his counterpart. Well, so sad, but we expect that he's going to bounce back in subsequent matches that are ahead of him. Also from the entertainment scene, we heard that estate management calls out BOBRISKY over unpaid dues. That's the way the Showbiz just captioned that particular story, and it was reported last week in Nigeria. Well, that's about the size of the show from here today. On behalf of the entire production team, my name is Emmanuel Oriowo. Kindly join me on a fresh episode next week. And don't forget, it pays to advertise your goods and services on this program. You can reach the whole world in one breath with your products and services. Get in touch with us and you'll be glad you did. Don't forget, the opportunity is still open for you to contribute to the question and answer. We said, what are the significance of the colors on our flag, Nigerian flag, the green, white, green? Tell us about it and tell us when the flag was formed by the late designer of the flag. And don't forget, you have the opportunity of winning 5,000 Naira equivalent Nigerian money in anywhere you reside in the world. That will be sent to you and we credited to the winner, and we'll celebrate them on our subsequent episodes. Thank you very much for being there. Log on to our website, www.lastweekinnigeria.com. Subscribe, like, share on our YouTube channel, and you'll be glad you did. All our social media platforms, the handle is @LastWeekInNigeria. Once again, on behalf of the entire production team, my name is Emmanuel Oriowo. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and Happy New Week.